So right now you can see I've stacked my body on top of my elbow. Her floating ribs are here, her hips are down here, I'm right in between. From here I can shear up. How does that feel? And have her breathe as we hold. Now I could play Candy Crush. I could definitely be in charge of the remote. Like, my receiver is not going to fight me for the TV for this, right? So if I wanted to watch, like, I don't know, anime. Do you like anime? No, I'm watching anime. Kristen can't say anything.
You can watch whatever you want if you're massaging.
Yep, exactly.
That's the rule.
So find somebody who has a big TV, do this, and you can watch all the anime you want for like nothing.
There you go.
So I'm going to come out very slowly, because now that I've warmed it up, just using that flat part of my elbow, I'm going to come in and do it a little bit sharper. And I'll show you that in just a moment. So again, find the spine, slide off. So right there, I'm going to sink in. And then what I can do, I'm going to move my elbow forward just a little bit, move my arm. I'm going to lift my elbow up, and now it's become a much, much sharper tool. How does that feel?
That's good.
Good. So now this angle I'm coming at is more like a 45-degree angle versus a straight up and down. It's getting a little bit more lateral. And as you can see, the muscles that we're working on is part of that psoas, which comes up across the body and attaches into that low back, as well as the QL on the side, those big, strong, long muscles. Working all of the little rotatores and spinales and erector muscles, there's like a million of them. So we just call them erect because there's so many. So what I'm also doing now is I can feel the tension, and I'm going to start shearing a little bit more away from her body. And I do that by just pulling my elbow a little bit and leaning more back. Now, you might have some receivers who are like, man alive, I want more pressure pushed in. For whatever reason, there are people like that. So what we can do is we're going to come out. I'm going to start a little bit lower, press in, and then I'm going to push more towards her spine very slowly. Now, if this is just like, oh man, my shoulders don't really want to do that, no worries. I got this sweet leg that I can just like lean into. Use this leg. I can use this leg. I can use two arms, whatever I need to get extra pressure. Basically, I'm not straining. I'm just hanging out, letting gravity and all 200 pounds of awesome doing its work for me. How's that feel? Very good. Big deep breath in and out. I know she needs this work. I can feel her releasing, which is amazing and exactly what we wanted. So I'm going to slide down just a little bit more to get a little bit more focus onto QL, quadratus lumborum. But as you can see, we're working all of those low back muscles. And on this particular slide also, if we can go back to the other slide. Well, we won't. On some of these slides, what you'll see is down closer towards the bottom of the spine is this like whitish area. And that's actually tendon. That's where our muscles meet our bones, ligaments and tendons and all that stuff. That fascia can get very, very, very tight. So by pulling away from the spine, pulling away from the hip, helps relieve some of that also fascial tension. How'd that feel?
Very good.
Good. And again, just one more time, I'm going to come in and lean and let her feel that. Big deep breath in. And on the out breath, I'm going to come out. Now, you can sit here for a very long time because it just feels amazing, but we're going to move on to the other side so as not to make her right side feel lonely. So again, here's her spine. I know her floating ribs are right around this area. Top of the hips are here. I'm going to take my elbow, find that spine, slide off, and then sink in. Okay, I like them to know that I'm all up close to them, so I'm not a ghost giving a massage. I'm going to come in, found that spine, slide off, and big deep breath in and down.
Oh, so good.
So this one again, I'm stacking my body weight just right on top of my arm. I'm not pushing in. I'm using gravity. I'm hanging out. I'm watching TV, having a drink because it's St. Patrick's Day and that's what we're supposed to do tonight, right? And just hanging out and relaxing while she's getting some really great body work.
Yep.
Best thing is to keep in mind that your receiver, this can be very intense. So we want to make sure that their breathing is deep and slow. They start going, probably a bit too much pressure, probably need to back off a little bit. If that's the case, all you do is just sit back a little bit more. Don't have to lean in quite so much. Kristen, we know, can take a lot more pressure, so I'm definitely going to lean in a little bit more. Big deep breath in and out. Ooh, right there. How's that? So these muscles, QL, psoas, these are some of our main core stabilization muscles. These muscles are how we sit in a chair, how we bend, how we twist, how we literally exist in the world. If we didn't have these muscles, we would just like kind of flop over and it would look very weird, and I guess our world would look much different. But we sit up, so we need these guys. They do have a tendency to get very, very tight and stuck because we sit in chairs all day, we drive for like 500 hours, especially in Austin traffic, like we just kind of live in our cars. And just sitting and holding in these very static poses, our muscles don't realize that they can move, they can stretch, they can bend like they're supposed to. So we often have to go in and do some gentle reminders or some heavy compressional reminders that, hey, it's okay, relax. Take a big deep breath in and allow yourself to feel the release and let that tension go, and remind your muscles and your back that it can relax. It does not have to keep you up straight all the time. Big deep breath in and down. How did that feel? Great. So I definitely feel some tension in her hips as well. So what I might do, because I'm here, I can feel the sacrum right here. I'm going to take this part of my elbow, find that sacrum, just fall off of it a little bit. Get a little bit of that top glute, just because it feels nice. The reason is there's, again, a lot of tendons that attach all through this area, and they can get bunched up. So just put a little bit of elbow right here in this top glute because she needs it. Again, be mindful, blast zone. It's that way. I'm this way. I'm safe. I got an escape. I don't think, what do we eat? Corned beef and hash? That's a, I think I'll ask Kristen.
No, I'm here. Corned beef and hash.
That's Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Irish. I should know that.
I worked at Sherlock's.
Yeah, cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm Irish too, but I've never been to Ireland.
Oh, it's beautiful. They have a lot of corned beef there too. So once we've done that, all right, I also like to come in sometimes, take my hand right above the sacrum, just get some more movement and see how it feels. And it's a lot better. She's still super tight though, y'all. We'll have to spend like 5 hours here. And again, good thing we're watching like a Netflix docu-series binge-a-thon that's like 13 hours. I could just sit and watch and drink responsibly while Kristen got some great body work. But we're not doing that. We're teaching you guys. So I'm not going to make you watch me watch a documentary. So once we've done that with QL, we're going to focus on some of our hip flexors. So one of the ones that I like to do is first a very simple quad stretch. Ooh, this is problematic for a lot of people. I know I have problems with it. My quads don't like to stretch. They're very strong, squats for days. And so for a lot of people, this is it. This is enough. They feel that in their quads. They feel that in their hip flexors. The other thing that we can do is bring it up. Take my bottom hand, my outside hand, come up underneath the knee, and I'm going to lift up, slide my bottom leg right underneath her leg. So she's supported on my knee. Everything is good. I'm going to take my top hand right there at that hand butt crease, press down, and then bring heel to the glute. How does that feel? This is a very passive psoas stretch, as well as a very direct hip flexor and quad stretch. A lot of people that do yoga will notice that their muscle bellies are very, very flexible, but they have problems at their attachments. This one focuses directly on those attachments. So then when we come out very slowly. I like to grab the ankle, just back out, lay down gently.